Welcome back to our hotel room in AAA. I don't even remember what city we're in right now, but all I know is that we ended up having an okay start last time. We're actually doing pretty decent in AAA right now. I mean, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, we're 2-0 right now, which is fantastic. 4.18 ERA, which isn't great, and same with the 1.42 WHIP, but still could be definitely a lot worse. We've definitely improved over our first couple starts. We're only at 20 strikeouts in 32 innings, so that needs to pick up. Obviously, that's okay. Again, part of the reason why we're actually not like 3-0 or even 4-0 right now is the fact that our last couple starts ended up kind of getting blown late in the game. Like this one right here. We were up, but then Joey over here ended up kind of giving up a run and, yeah, ended up vulturing in for the win. But it's all right. That's not going to happen in this next one. Looks like their next one's going to be in Durham against a team that is pretty comparable to us in terms of record. 62 and 54. We'll see what ends up happening, simmed up to our next game, because that's obviously going to change a little bit. But it looks like they're about in the same echelon. We'll see who the actual starter is. The projected starter looks like he's about us in terms of, I guess inning, strikeouts, and ERA. So maybe it'll be a good matchup. Let's see who we end up facing, and let's see which game we end up taking in Durham. We're obviously going to end up getting a practice first, as we end up losing our last 4 to Rochester. That is really not good, especially considering the fact that we were doing really well against them in general. But it's fine, that happens. You hit late season slumps, and that's what happened there. But that's not to say that we won't pick it up in this next game. Now, in terms of what we're going to be working on, I think we're going to have to work on the control. Obviously, when we get later in the counts, or if we're down like 3-1, 3-2, we just need to up our accuracy. We always end up missing off the plate, so I think that's going to be something to help us out. We do end up taking game 1 here against Durham. We are in Syracuse, which is good for us. Looks like they actually have their 3 and 6 hitter who are hot right now, so again, that middle of the order is going to be a little bit scary, especially with Carson Williams there at a 72 overall. Definitely the best one on any of these teams right here, so we're going to have to watch out when we get to the 5 hitter. But again, the whole middle of their order is going to be pretty tough, but let's hope that our order can actually take care of Yaniel Curit. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but let's see. 2 righties going against each other. Let's see who ends up winning. So here we go. The 67 and 53 Syracuse Mets against the 65 and 55 Durham Bulls. So let's see who comes out on top of this one. Again, if we're in the same division, we definitely need to win a couple of these games, or at least win the series to be able to kind of stay on top. So this first pitch is going to really kind of dictate how this entire day is going to go. Let's see what happens. Hey, a foul ball. You know what? That's basically, it just doesn't really mean anything. So let's go with the slurve instead. Maybe that'll be a little more telling. That's a little rough. We yanked that one outside. So we haven't gone to the fastball yet. So let's go to that. Let's see if that's going to be the... That is not, because that doesn't even catch the top of the zone. Now we have it 2-1. Which means we're going to go to our split. We're going to use all 3 of our pitches. Let's see which one ends up working best for us. That was definitely going to be a ball, but he swung at that, thankfully. Let's go with the changeup down low. I think that was probably our most accurate pitch. Let's see if that's going to get him. Oh, it's going to get him to ground out to the second baseman, and honestly, you know what? As long as we pick up the out, I'm happy. I know I did say that we really do need to pick up some more strikeouts, which, don't get me wrong, we do. But again, oh no, don't make me throw... No, you do... Really? Nice. I was going to back off a little bit to let the catcher kind of take it, but nope, he just stood there too. Well, now that brings us to the warmer part of their lineup. So let's just make sure that this guy doesn't get in scoring position. And that's a great way to start with the line out to the center fielder. That's going to keep him at first, and now we got 2 outs. That was a really dangerous pitch, in all honesty, especially to a player that's actually pretty hot right now. So, but at least we didn't get hurt with it. You know what I mean? So let's see if we can catch the corner. We cannot. That ends up going into the zone a little more than we wanted, but at least it's another ground out to the second baseman. We ended up giving 1 hit there. Unfortunately, I wish that would have been an error, but that would have been an error on us anyways. But either way, at least it's no score. And it's still no score going into the top of the second. So let's have a better inning than we had in that last one, because that definitely could have been a lot better. I don't know why. We're not extremely accurate with our throws today. That's a little better. I like that. He swings a little early on that. We get a little bit of a glitch, and thankfully that goes foul. So what do you say we finish him off with the fastball up top? If he doesn't swing at this one, we'll probably end up going for a slurve away. But let's see what happens. No shot! I've seen other people get out of the way of that. Either way, at least that slurve ends up going foul. We have a shot at a double play here, but again, it would be really nice to pick this up ourselves. Just because I don't want to rely on our field here. And if we strike him out, then we can get an inning-ending double play, and that would be even better. And thankfully, he is a little late on that fastball, and that allows us to kind of set up for the change down and away. At the very least, he'll put the ball on the ground. Or he just doesn't swing at it at all. So let's finish him off with actually a slurve. I don't know why I actually feel like I can trust that today. There it is. Well, at least he swung at that. But will he swing at the fastball outside? He will, and he swings through it, and that is our first strikeout of the game, and now we have a shot at an inning-ending double play. But unfortunately, that is going to have to come against their other hot hitter. So let's see if we can make short work of him right here as we end up picking up the outside corner on that split. Let's see if we can chase him with the slurve then, too. Oh, no, that is way outside, and yeah, he's definitely taking second on that one. I think he was actually going anyways. So it looks like it's going to be up to us to get these last couple outs then. Let's just make sure no one crosses the plate and no balls go through the infield. Let's hit him up and in. See? That's what he should have done on that one instead of getting hit by it. Either way, we're still bringing that way too dangerously close, like, into righties. Thought he was going to swing at that split, but he doesn't. Good discipline on that one. And let's go full count. God, this is going to be a little rough. Nope. We end up walking him. Downside to that is we put another base runner on. The good thing is we got to force out again and we have a chance for a double play. And it's the 8-hitter. So let's see if we can do that. Wow, I can't believe he checked his swing on that one. That one probably should have been taken into the outfield. Either way, let's spot up this inside fastball. And we're not going to get the call, but that at least allows us to set up for the outside split. And that is going to be... You are not going to count that as a hit, right? Thank you. Okay. Okay. I thought they were going to actually count that as a hit, but no. That was a Bill Buckner moment right there. Look at this. Ground ball to the right side of the field. He doesn't even get down. I don't know what we're doing over there. And now that puts us in a tough spot. And at least that one wasn't our fault, though. I mean, at least we can, I guess, hang our hat on that, if that's what you want to call it. But now we have to work on getting out of this inning. Still only have one out, but we have a guy on first and third this time, which means that we need to get a double play, or we need to pick up the strikeout, and I think that's going to be the double play. There we go. 1, 2. Thank you very much. That allows us to get out of this one, and thankfully we get out with minimal damage. It's still one run, but at least our offense has actually shown that they can get more than one run in a game, so I think we can do this. It's just not going to happen yet. But we are still going to be okay. At least that's only one run, again. And we've proven that we can actually keep it at one run, despite the fact that that one's going to bloop in for a single. That was actually, again, a really good spot. But again, he just kind of sliced that into right field. Can't do much about that. You know what, let's go a little lofty on this one. Let's say that we're going to end the inning without allowing a run and getting at least one strikeout. I think we can do that. We have 3 outs to do it. We have a guy on first. We just don't get the call on the outside corner there. That was just a little bit low, apparently. And he did not want to call that. Maybe he'll call this one, though. He does, but thankfully that one ends up going foul. I don't think he was actually going to call that a strike. So thankfully he swung at that one. And again, hit that foul. And another foul ball, too. And that allows us to set up for this strikeout here. And I think we're going to do that probably with the split down and out. Let's get him. There it is. Well, that's not, but... Oh, not going to be a double play either. And that's just going to eat him up, and that is going to be an E5. That counts as a base hit? Why is that a base hit? That hit his glove. That should have been an out, but that's... I got no words for that. I completely disagree with the scorer's decision. That's alright, that is going to be a ball for a 1-1 count. Let's see if we can get our first out of the inning here. That's finally going to be a double play. There's 1. There's 2. And thankfully now we have 2 outs. We just need to make sure we get a strikeout here, and that guy doesn't score on third. Our third baseman has made a lot of good plays this season, so it's really weird to see him not get that one. But either way, there we go. That's a really good start to that one. Got a first pitch strike on a foul ball. Question is, how are we going to get him out here? I think a fastball up and in would be nice. That was not up and in. That got left over the plate, and that should have been demolished, especially by a 4-hitter. But that gives us an 0-2 count. That allows us to, I don't know, I guess have fun with our pitches. Let's see if we can get him to chase something. We did. It was off the plate, but he got a little piece on it, and that ends up going foul. I don't know why he wants to go for the fastball down and away, but we're going to dot that up on the outside corner. Let's get him right here. There it is. Okay. Whew! Thankfully, he didn't get a good barrel on it, and thankfully that is a fly out to center field. We fail our challenge, but we don't fail to not allow a run. That's a really horrible way of saying that, but at least we didn't give up anything. And neither did their pitcher either. Man, he, with his ERA and his record and everything, I wasn't expecting a ton out of him, but man, is he really proving me wrong. Either way, we have the 5-hitter up now. We just need to keep working our game here. Maybe it's just going to be a day of limited offense. Thankfully, we get that call right there. Thank you for giving us that split. So let's work down and in with the fastball here. It's probably going to be in the zone more than we... Not at all. Never mind. Excuse me, I need to wait to see where the pitch goes before I say anything, apparently. That's a nice one. Thankfully, that ends up going foul. Now let's see if we can pick up our second strikeout of the game. And with that, I think I know he's calling for the inside, but we're going with the slurve down and out. Let's see if we can get a chase on this one, even though it is 2-2. There it is. See if we can get him on the changeup here. That's perfect. Sit him down. Thank you. I don't know what you're looking at, buddy. You should have swung at that slurve at the last one, too, but you looked at that one, and that's why you're going back to the dugout with nothing but a sour-ass look on your face. Williams, that's not a name we're going to see up in the MLB anytime soon. At least not in that uniform. Either way, let's go 1 out. Let's keep picking this up. Good first pitch strike right there. Let's see if we can actually strike out the side. I don't think that's something we've ever done in this game, at least in this career mode. And boy, did we get a gift on that one. I don't know why he ended up kind of backing out of the zone, but let's see if we can finish him in 3 pitches here with the fastball outside. Nope. That is going to be... Ooh, a nice play by the second baseman. And a good throw to first base to be able to get him out. I legitimately thought that was going to go through the infield. At least the way that our infield has been playing today, I wouldn't have expected any less. Good first pitch strike again, and I think that's been the difference in this inning, is we've just been getting those strikes on the first pitch. So let's see if we can keep it up here. And we need to stop throwing inside to righties like that. They're not falling for it, and we've also hit one too, so we prefer not to do that again. Let's go with that split. Beautiful. Now we're going to finish him off right here with the slurve outside. This is one where we're actually going to make him swing. It's a 7-hitter, and this is going to be a perfect pitch right here. By perfect pitch, I mean one that we didn't snap down on, so that really didn't get much rotation. But thankfully, it still got lined out to the first baseman. Something that probably should have been a single, but we get out of it with no damage. And so does their pitcher. He's throwing a gem as well. Not that we are. I shouldn't be saying we are, because we certainly are not. We're not pitching incredible, but at least we're keeping ourselves in this game here. Again, we've only given up 1 run despite a couple of things just not going our way in terms of fielding calls and stuff like that as well. Although, what can you do? Either way, though, ooh, we brush him off the plate on the 0-2 count. That was a really bad pitch. We're trying to make up for that last horrible slurve. And thankfully, we did it with that changeup right there. And now we have our first out of the inning. And not going to lie, we're being extremely efficient, too. We're only at 60 pitches through 4 1/3. And we're going to have even more if we don't get calls like that. Again, I don't know. I think we just need to be more consistent with our spots. And be able to up our control and everything, too. That one should have been gone. I don't know how he just swung through that one. But we got gifted on that one. And he swings at one out of the zone. Maybe that means that he'll swing at anything now. So let's go with the slurve down and in. Let's see if we can get him to swing out of his shoes. And let's get out of this. So let's get out number 2 of the inning on the changeup right here. I think he'll swing through it, even if it's not in the zone. Wow! He lays off that one after swinging at a couple of horrible ones. And now we're forced to throw one in the zone with the fastball. Thank you very much. Good play by the shortstop. He's got a little bit of speed, but definitely not enough to be able to dig that one out. And now we're back to the top of the order. Let's see if we can get these guys out, and let's go into the 6th, having to face 2, 3, and 4. Wow, this guy has 4 runs in the last 3 games. That's it's a little rough. Let's hope we don't add to that. Let's go. You can get to that. Oh, he had plenty of time. Camp's under that, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. And now we go through 5 with only 2 strikeouts, but at least we've only given up 1. And we are still getting 1 hit as well. This guy is throwing extremely well. He's obviously trying to make up for something. Either way, 0-1 start here. You love to see that. Let's go with the changeup now. I know we're not getting into their hot hitters, but oh, thank you very much for taking that over there for me. I appreciate that. Either way, we got 1 out now. That's a really good start. And there we go. Not the spot that we wanted to hit, but that is a first pitch strike. And anyway, even if it's a mistake, as long as you don't get punished for it, you can always come back and make it better, like that right there. Now we got an 0-2 count. You want to go with the slurve? I will wholeheartedly agree with you on this one. Let's get... There it is. Now that was off the plate again. I thought that he wouldn't have actually hit that one, but in defense mode, he ends up poking that to the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 2. So not necessarily a commanding performance by us, but we're doing our job until we give up that hit right there. First hit we've given up in a while, but now at least we still have 2 outs, but a runner on first. So let's get out of this one before it even gets started. Great pitch right there on the circle change. Hey, we can hit him with the outside split. That wouldn't be horrible. Oh, that looks really good, but just under the zone, unfortunately. That's all right. This is not going to get out of control. Let's pick up that strike right there. There we go. Now we got a 2-2 count. Let's get out of this ourselves. Let's finish it ourselves. Let's strike him out, and let's send him back to the dugout. There it should have been. And what should have been a strikeout is now a full count. Let's get out of it. There we go. That is not what we wanted to see. Let's hope he doesn't take us out after that one. But now we got first and second still with 2 outs. So that's all right. We're not off the rails. Again, we still have 2 outs. That's our saving grace here. And we keep getting our first pitch strikes, and that's extremely important. We don't want to be faced with any walks or anything, so that's what we want to avoid. There we go. We end up picking up the zone this time. And let's finish him one more time on the outside with the fastball. He won't be expecting it. Not quite, though. After a foul ball and everything, works a 2-2 count. Let's finish him with the fastball on the outside. Dotted up. Thank you very much. He swings that is just off the plate, but just close enough that he kind of fell for it. That might be our last batter of this game, but at least we gave ourselves a chance to win. It's 1-0. Let's hope our offense can pick us up. Well, we're bringing in Cam right here. I don't know what the score of the game is at this point, but we'll find out once we see the box score at the end. Let's hope that our offense put up some runs, and let's hope that Cam can hold them. Well, we end up picking up the loss. We do end up getting a run. It just obviously was not in the 6th inning because it looks like Cam probably gave up 1 or 2 there. But, man, hats off to their pitcher. I mean, you look at our line, like, it isn't great, but it's not bad. I don't know why that was an earned run. I mean, either way, though. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 hits, 1 walk. That whip at about a 1. 3 strikeouts, which I'm glad that we ended the day on a strikeout as well. But it's unfortunate that we picked up our first loss of AAA. It's rough because, like, we were already on a 4-game losing streak coming into this game, and then we just ended up dropping that one. Let's simulate through the rest of the series against Durham. Let's see if we end up picking up any wins here. It's tough when we end up losing 7-0, but we win there, lose again, win, and then do we take this game? Oh my goodness, they're throwing us out there again, and against the same guy too. That's going to be extremely tough because he threw really well against us last game. But look at our stat line, man. We have worked our ERA down to sub-4. We're at a 3.76. Still need to up the strikeouts, and unfortunately we did pick up that 1 in the loss column. But we're facing Durham again. We have a chance to get some revenge here, and let's hope that we can have a much better game, at least offensively, and a much better game in terms of our defense as well, going into this one against Durham. We had a lot of things that worked against us in the last game. Again, it was a pretty good start, but hopefully this time we can actually kind of have everything start working for us. The offense, the defense, and the pitching. Let's see if we can win this one. So we have one more opportunity to actually look good in front of our home crowd against the Durham Bulls here. We're only about a game apart now, so let's make sure that we win this game and we don't end up coming into a tie with them. And to do that, let's start out by striking out T-Walls here. Oh, that's way too early? Oh, that's not good. That's not a good start. That's all right. We're just a little eager here. We're a little eager. Nice. We're actually getting the bottom of the zone there. I can appreciate that. That means we can live down there all day. And let's make sure that we make that our new home. I don't know why he didn't swing at that one, but let's finish him off with a buried split. Let's get our first strikeout of the game. Wow, I can't believe he hit that. Well, we can see that this guy's been a hot hitter. And we can see why, man. He's been fouling off a couple pitches in a row now. Let's get him right here on the split, though. He doesn't bite. So let's brush him off the plate. Then maybe we can go back to the outside. Yeah. But that gives us one more opportunity to get him here with the changeup. Let's finish him off. Oh, no. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Oh, man. I would have preferred the strikeout, but as long as we didn't walk him there, I'm pretty happy. Hey, this is the guy who was the leadoff hitter last time we faced them. So he knows me pretty well. He also hit off me pretty well, too. Even on pitches like that. Again. He inside-outs that one, and that just bloops in for a single. I am baffled. I am baffled. I don't know where to throw the ball to make it so that he can't hit it. But let's keep jamming this guy. I think that's going to be the key. Plus, we can potentially get him to ground into a double play here. But if we can catch him swinging on the slurve here, that would be even better. Oh, you bet we do! He just whiffs at that one. And that's our first strikeout of the game, and now we have a chance to get out of this one with just a pop out or a ground out. Or even a strikeout, I guess. But, hey, I'm not going to be greedy here, you know? Like I said, we try to average at least one per inning. And there's our one. And that's unfortunately going to be that's going to be a run as well. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we got to be backing up third here. Yeah, and what took a couple innings to do last time, drive in a run, ends up only taking 2 outs here, and now we're faced with a guy on second. We just really hung that one, though. I mean, that's just, you know, what can you do? That just happens when you play video games sometimes. Happens in real life, too, but either way, this guy actually looks like he's pretty fast on second, so no balls to the outfield. We just got to keep it on the infield or just end up getting him out. In all honesty, that's probably the biggest thing here. That's good. Thankfully, that's foul. Man, they're just getting a piece of pretty much everything. So let's hit him with the slurve. Why not? We've already gotten one strikeout on it. Let's do it again. Well, nope. Inside out to that one again. Thankfully, oh, didn't tag him. Didn't tag the guy going to third, but ends up getting the out at first. And unfortunately, we give up 1 run, but we do get out of that one without giving up that second. Hey! Our offense responds and scores a run of their own. So let's keep it up. Let's make sure we don't give up any more. How about that? That's going to be extremely important here because, man, the way that we kind of threw that last inning just didn't look good. We are getting that call. I love it. We have not gotten that call in a handful of games, so let's keep going with that. Although it would be nice if we would actually hit our spot. Just need to calm down a little bit. Find our zen, and throw a nice changeup on the outer half. See? All you have to do is that. Find your zen. I grew up in Chicago, man. I listen to Phil Jackson talk about zen all the time. This man knows what he's talking about. So let's go. We got 1 out now. No one on still. We got a tie game. It's basically an 8-inning game at this point. Surprised he swung at that one. I don't know how. But hey, I'll take it all day. So let's go with the changeup here. Yeah, that's going to be a... Nope, pop out. I thought that was going to be a base hit. Looked like it came off the barrel a little better than that, but did not. And that is now our 2nd out of the inning. Starting to cruise a little bit now. So let's go with that fastball. Let's keep it in. And let's get him out of here. And if they're not going to swing at those, hell, we'll take those automatic first pitch strikes all the time then. We'll take it. Oh, but unfortunately, again, another one where we just kind of hang it up there. So this is a familiar sight. 2 outs. Guy on first. We have to worry a little bit here. That is pretty much the same exact thing that happened, too. We left a... Huh? Nope. Okay. That was a nice throw by the right fielder, but unfortunately the guy from first advanced to third. And now facing the top of the order, we need to get out of this now. We were way too nonchalant. And that's what happens, unfortunately. Now, this guy has been hot, again, so we need to make sure that we don't give him anything that's too good. Yes, we don't want to put him on base, but at the same time, I don't want him to get a hit and a drive and a run. So that's going to be the thing I'm going to just try to avoid here. I would rather face off against the two-hitter on that. Thankfully, he swung at that one out of the zone, and that's going to allow us to get him with the fastball down and out on this one. There it is. I can't believe you didn't bite at that one. How do you not bite at that? Either way, I guess we'll go with the fastball. Down and out this time. Let's get him swinging on this one. There it is. That is going to be an absolute gapper. Okay, I'll let you go back up the base yourself, man. I'm not doing anything. And now that is 3 runs in the first couple innings. We are not pitching well today. So at this point, let's try to go for strikeouts. We know we're not gonna have a perfect game here, so let's just go in and just try to stat pad. We can look like we're good enough to go up to the majors, and maybe we'll actually get the call. I think the Mets are really hurting for pitching anyways, but aren't they always? They've had a lot of good pitchers come through, but man, injuries and stuff like that, I get it. So let's go with the fastball if it's a full count. At the very least, we end up walking him. I thought that was going to catch the corner of the zone, but just a little wonky on that one. Now, we haven't had an inning like this in quite some time, so let's make sure that again, wheels just don't fully come off right here. And let's make sure that we can get out of this one, at least maintain a 2-run deficit. I don't know how we pulled that one down the line, but man, good for him. So let's slurve him up. There it is. And that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Maybe. Thank you for getting it over there. And our nightmare of an inning is over. Let's go to the dugout. Let's see if we can put up a couple more. Well, maybe not as many as we wanted, but at least we got one that inning. So at least we cut it to a 1-run deficit here, which means we have a shot of keeping us in this game. So let's make sure that 3 is the max that they're going to get here. Great pitch on that circle change. We work it to a 1-1 count. Let's go with the split. See if we can drop this one right off the table. Oh, that's perfect. And there we go. Now we got a 1-2 count. So let's finish him with the slurve down and away. Maybe he'll swing through this one. That'd be cool. Well, nope. But at least it's a ground out to the second baseman. Again, just one he didn't snap down on, and unfortunately doesn't count as a strikeout. But we have another opportunity. Let's go. Not when we throw it early like that. Again, we need to just kind of settle down a little bit. That's the problem. We get a little over anxious. And that's a call we've been getting all day, but unfortunately not on that one. That's all right. Let's keep it back in the zone here. 2-0, 2-1 now, thankfully. That looked like the same exact pitch, but hey, I'm not going to argue. That's beautiful. That's going to be another play to the third baseman. Another great throw, and that is 2 outs now. But I am thankful that after an inning like the last one, I'm glad this one's going a lot smoother and going a lot quicker. Let's see if we can... Ooh, he flinched at that one. I was hoping we were going to get him to swing on that one, but no such luck. So we just need to get one in the zone here. That's going to be it right there. Unfortunately, that is low. Very low. So let's go for the split down the middle. And that is going to be a 4-pitch walk. And at least the walk ends up coming up with 2 outs, but we did not want to walk another guy. That whip is going to look horrible. We bury one. That's going to be a... Yeah, it's going to be a wild pitch, and now that is a guy at second. Let's calm down. Let's get out of this. Perfect pitch right there. That's the spot we want to see. Let's just keep living right there. Right at the knees. Perfect. Look at that. A horrible 1-0 count turns into a 1-2, and now we're going to finish him with the circle change down and away. There it is. Oh, get that up a little higher and that would have been done. Instead, we're going to finish it here with the split. Let's get him to go. That's perfect, but at least, even though it's not a strikeout, at least it's a ground out to the second baseman. We'll get out of this one, thankfully. And now we have a chance to maybe score another one in the third. We don't, but that's okay. We're going to have plenty of opportunities. We have 6 more opportunities to go up to bat. That just means that we need to go out there a couple more times and really hold them here. Because, again, our offense is good enough to be able to score runs, but we need to be a good enough pitcher to be able to kind of hold them to close games, you know? Horrible pitch right there, but at least he got him to swing and foul the ball off, which means we're going to set up for that slurve down and away. Let's get him to go on this one. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Sits him down, and that is now 1 out in the inning. Yeah, see what happens when we actually get that break on the slurve? That thing just runs wild outside, and man, I can't believe we got the strike on that one. I don't know how inconsistent this guy has been, but you know what? I'm not going to argue, despite the fact that he just took that one into center field for a single. 4th inning, I still think he's going to let us get through this one. And why not? We may be at 70 pitches, but it's not like we're really in a ton of trouble here. I mean, it's a 1-0 count, but we still got 1 out. And a double play ends it, too, which would be extremely nice. But it'd be even more nice if we could actually get a pitch in the zone. Like this split right here. See? That's a double. Should have been a double play ball. Instead, it kind of goes through the third baseman's glove and goes to the outfield. And they're going to give that one a base hit because, I don't know. Either way, there we go. First pitch strike. Let's get a ground ball or let's get a strikeout here. That's not going to be either. It's a ground ball up the middle. Are we going to get him at home? Terrible throw. Terrible throw, and that is going to be another run this game. Still a 2-run game, though. Let's just get a double play ball right here. All we have to do is kind of keep it right in that same spot, and we'll be good. There it is. No! There we go. Actually, wait! Did we do it? We did it! We pulled the double play! Oh my gosh, that's our first actual assist, where we didn't just kind of throw it off the base and ruin something. But let's go! I concentrated way too hard on that one. But we got the double play. Me, let's go. Unfortunately, that's where the game ends for us, but at least we end on a good note. We're probably going to pick up our second loss of the season here, unfortunately. Especially considering the fact that Joey's in, and Joey, if you're a real person, I am so sorry. But you have been garbage for us. You cost us 2 wins in the last video, so let's hope that you actually kind of keep us where we're at now. And that's not the case. Yeah, unfortunately, we still give up another run or 2, and that means we end up losing 6-2, and we are now tied with Durham. We need to get out of this hole. And man, that is an ugly stat line right there. 4 earned runs on 8 hits, 2 walks in 4 innings. 3 strikeouts, which ain't bad, but all the rest of it looks terrible. This was not a game that we should have probably pitched. Probably should have put out a different starter in Game 6 against the same team, but unfortunately, we got thrown out there, and look at what happened. So a really horrible way to end the video, and a horrible way to end this series, too. And we go out there, we lose 5-1 in the first one that we pitched, and then lost 6-2 in the second one. At least that first one, again, we had a pretty good start. It just so happened that their starter was a little bit better. In this one, we were just pretty atrocious. But we're going to have a chance next week to end up taking on Lehigh Valley. They look like they're a pretty good team, too, so we might actually have our work cut out for us, but looks like we'll probably end up taking the Saturday game, and the guy that we're going to be facing looks like he's pretty new to AAA as well, so that's good to know. And then the week after that, looks like we're going to be taking on Scranton yet again. We only have a couple games left before what I would imagine to be the playoffs or the end of the season, which means that if we don't get called up this season, we might actually have a chance in spring training to get there. But either way, it would be nice to actually have it be sooner rather than later. So let's hope we can go out there next week and get these wins against Lehigh Valley and Scranton. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.